So for the most part, this is my workspace. I have just a chair here, but I have this drafting board here that I really love because it can angle if I want to draw or paint at an angle. It has different levels. This is something I got on Amazon for like $30–40. A lot of the times though, I just like my blank table, especially when I'm working digitally. I like using my iPad, or I work using Illustrator on my laptop. So I definitely have a space designated. My space is right next to the window, so I get a lot of great light for most of the day. For instance, it's close to 6 p.m. right now, and I have a lot of light still to be working here without a lamp. Although I do have a lamp over there in the corner, and that lamp has a white light bulb, not a standard yellow one, because the white light bulb will allow me to see my colors exactly how I would see them during the day. The light bulbs we tend to have in our house lamps tend to be like a yellowish tint, so it makes our colors look a little bit more yellow. So if you're working at night on a painting and you have that kind of light bulb, your colors might look different in the day, just so you know. I'm not saying you need to change your light bulb. It'll be helpful if you do, but if you can't, work with what you got. Just make sure you're aware that it's going to look a little bit more yellow in the evening, and the next day it might have a completely different look. I like to surround myself with things that are super creative. So if you see here, I have like my Funko Pop characters and stuffed dolls of like Fraggles from all these Jim Henson movies. So I'm a big fan of Jim Henson, so I love the movie Labyrinth. I love Fraggle Rock, and if you see, I have E.T.'s there, and I have Deadpool, the Deadpool Bob Ross Funko Pop over there. But I have a lot of Fraggle Rock. I have an Ewok in there, and I have a Scottish. Here, let me pull them out for you. I have a Scottish Mizzle hiding over here. Sorry about that. That was a neighbor. So there's my Scottish Mizzle that I made and I took to Scotland with me. And then I have all sorts of art supplies. So this is actually really clean for my workspace because I like to spread out. It usually gets a lot messier than this, believe it or not. I also display some of like my exercise painting. So I do a lot of Chinese brush painting classes with my mom just for fun. And then I have some paintings over here, which I'll show you a little bit better later. This is just what I call my happiness tree, and I post up memories, happy memories from the year. Either ticket stubs from like going places, or photos or note cards, just anything. This year I've had to get creative because of our lockdown, so I've been writing my memories on post-it notes and putting it up there, and I collect them all year, and at the end of the year I go back and I revisit them, and I get to see all my happy memories. And then hidden throughout all of that we just saw, I always have a bunch of quotes written all over them, and I'm not going to have you read those because there's a lot of them. But this is my workspace. So this is like my work corner, and it's really helpful if you have a space for you to be creative where you can leave things hopefully you have a place where you can just leave things alone so that once you kind of get tired, it stays there, and then you can come back to it at any time and keep working on it. That's the best scenario, but that might not be the case for everybody. So for some of you, it might be sitting on the couch with like a really big book underneath your artwork. That's fine too. Whatever it is that is your best way to work, then that should be your workspace. So there will be an assignment in Google Classroom for you to take a photo of your workspace for me, so that I can see it, and maybe give some pointers on to help make it a little bit better for you so that you are successful in making art. Okay.